Welcome to Learning Bites. We're looking at the action gap. That small period of time in your brain between your brain receiving a message, usually in the form of a feeling, and processing that message into you taking an action or having a response. I love to call this the action gap because many people will often say about themselves, oh, I don't know why I did that, or I wish I hadn't done that, or I always seem to do stuff that I don't want to do. When we can learn to utilize that action gap in our brain, that small space and time, where we get to have a choice around our response. I recently saw a lovely example of this where there was a driver who was not being the most confident or capable or even competent, and that initial feeling coming up where you're going like, oh, another one of those drivers, and then you suddenly see the L plates on the vehicle and you go, oh, and you find yourself giving them a lot more grace and a lot more patience and a lot more space. That's a classic example of being able to use that gap in time, obviously having an outside stimulus. The more you can use the gap between a feeling and going, how do I want to respond in this moment? The more you're able to create the person you want to be. For many people, the default of just behaving like you always have means that you stay the way you always are. When you learn to think about who you want to be and to realize that your in the moment reactions will determine the path that you will land up on in the future, it helps you to take that pause, that micro pause, and go, what's the best response? What response will my future self thank me for? My challenge for you this week is to notice how you're acting and reacting, how you're responding in situations, and to weigh up whether that's how you want to respond and whether those responses will help you become who you want to be. Here's to your success. Thanks so much for watching. If any of this resonated and you'd like to reach out, feel free to give me a call on 0272 987 523 or email me at mike@thinkright.co.nz. Or if you would like some additional resources, go to our website www.thinkright.co.nz.